Hi everyone and everyone, hi. This is Maze and welcome to Easy Electronics with Maze. Today I've brought the phone which has fallen into water. The customer said after removing it from water, he tried to dry this thing off as far as possible, and then he turned it on. So I'm going to show you some basic tests that you can do at home to find out whether your phone has just got damaged or not. The first thing you can do in case of water damage is to remove the battery. If the battery is removable, first of all, after recovery, you should just open the phone immediately and remove the battery right after you just put the phone out of water. And let me tell you something. It's completely wrong that you can just put the phone in some warm place and let it just dry for several days and then just plug the battery in and turn it back on, because the water has just got inside of the phone and we don't know where exactly it's gone or how far exactly the water has just got inside of the phone. This customer turned the phone after several days, and as you can see, it won't turn on. So I'm here to do some basic tests to address the problem and see what exactly the problem is, or which part of the phone has just got damaged without opening it. First of all, I'm going to measure the battery. Let's see. The battery is 0. Yes, it's 0. Interesting. When the battery is 0, with this type of battery is 0, either is just drained completely by some short circuit inside of the phone, or the battery has just damaged itself. Now, we should just open this phone, but I would like to show you my test, some of my tests before opening the phone to measure the problem, how the problem is, or what kind of problem we're dealing with. To do that, we can use some other battery or inject some voltage inside this place, the battery plug, to see what is our current. We can manage the voltage and current with this tiny device that I'm going to show you. Let me just prepare it. Okay, this is a cheap device that you can just buy it. The DC to DC converter, the step down DC to DC converter. Now let me just plug it in, turn it on. All right. I have a display here that just shows the input voltage and the output voltage and the current, and also shows the output power. Now, the input voltage is about 16 volts. I can manage the voltage and current with these two potentiometers. Actually, they're multi-turns. I just already put it on 5 volts. In that case, I can use this USB port. I'm going to switch it to current meter to see how much current this phone draws. Let's turn it on. Okay, 50 milliamps, but see, it just turned to 0. This is the fault, and definitely the fault of power management. But maybe this phone is okay. Maybe it just turns on, but we shall see. My next step is to simulate the battery. If you don't have one of these, you can also use some external battery like this one. This one I've used this one for my Bluetooth headset, and use this big barrel as the source of power. So it will never end. All right. But first, I'm going to change this input voltage to something. All right, this is the output, something between 3.5 and 4.2 volts. This is the voltage range of the lithium battery. I think 3.7 is good. It's about 50%, less than 50%. Now, I'm going to use two alligator clips to manipulate battery plugs and inject this voltage and measure the current. Let me just connect these two in here, if I could connect them. All right, this one I think here is good. Yeah, perfect. Now this is negative and this is positive. All right, everything is set. I'm gonna measure the current and carefully flipping this phone over, hoping that those alligator clips won't disconnect. Now, let's turn it on. I felt the vibrate. Look, you can see the current. The phone turns on. That's the good news. So it seems that this phone is almost healthy. I'm not sure. Let's see if we could just boot correctly. In the meantime, we will monitor the current, making sure that the current just wouldn't exceed so much. You can also limit the current here. I didn't just put any kind of limitation. The maximum output of this device is 5 amps. All right, 43%. And as you can see, this phone has just turned on. Now, the next step that I'm going to do is to connect the external battery and plug the charger port back in to see if we could just turn this phone on. Because this battery is completely dead, we cannot use this battery anymore. I'm gonna use this one. This almost has 4 volts. I've already measured that. And I'm gonna use these alligator clips to connect this battery to this phone. I'm gonna pause the video. All right, now let's set this output voltage to 5 volts. All right. Next, I'm going to connect the USB cable. All right. Before connected into charger port, I'm going to test this phone and turn it on. See, it just turns on with the new battery. Yes, I could just feel vibration, and then boot screen comes in. We'll give it some time to boot itself. All right. Now let's plug the charger in current mode. All right, we have nothing. But we've got 70% of battery here. We've got nothing. And the power management is definitely damaged. One of the caps might just got short in the path, or the power management chip itself just got damaged due to some kind of water or humidity inside of this device. So right now we know what the problem is. We can just fix it. First, we need to turn this phone off. Let me just turn it off. If we have some external battery, we can use this phone. But since we know the problem, exactly what the problem is, we can just fix this phone, open this phone and fix it whenever we want. This is the kind of basic test that sometimes I do for some phones like this to make sure what the problem is, and does even this phone worth of repairing or not. Since this phone turns on, it's worth of repairing. But I'm not going to do it because it's so old. I just wanted to show you these simple tests that you can just do at your home to see if your device worth of repairing or not. All right then. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you again very, very soon. Stay safe until then. Bye.